Hello everyone, my name is Akshita Agrawal and I'm a clinical nutritionist. And in this video, I would like to talk about a very important topic, immunity. As we all have come to realize the importance of immunity over the past year, and everybody seems to be running after the sources, the means of strengthening their immunity, of enhancing their immunity. But unfortunately, nobody is looking into why we have this weak immunity. What happens? What are we doing wrong, which leads to us having this weak immunity? So I believe that till we take care of both the aspects of immunity, that is things that are making them weak. And things that can enhance them. Immunity can never become what we want it to become. So, if we really want our immunity to be strong enough to fight the infections that we are dealing with day to day basis, we need to take care of these factors. So, let's one by one take up these factors, that why we have a weak immunity, what are we doing wrong. So, first of all, the factor that is, like most prominent, which is the most damaging to our immunity, is sleep. People are so busy these days, they have so hectic schedules. After coming back from office, they want to relax, so they even either they indulge in TV, or they are like busy in their mobiles, and that takes a toll on our sleeping hours. We are not sleeping enough, and sleep is the first thing that we are ready to compromise. Now, what happens is that there are these immune fighting cells which are known as T cells. These are our main fighter cells. They are known to fight against various viruses, various bacteria, various pathogens, and they protect us against numerous diseases. Now, when we are compromising our sleep, when we are not sleeping enough, these T cells, they are not able to perform properly. They become less efficient, and they are not able to function in the way they are expected to. So, thus that leads to a weak immunity. And it has been shown in studies that people who sleep for 6 to 8 hours a day, they have better performance of these T cells, and thus they have a very good immunity. Now, next is stress. As we all know that somewhere or the other, some factor or the other, everybody is stressed these days. And stress has become an inevitable part of our routine, inevitable part of our life. Now, when we are stressed, this hormone called cortisol is released in our bloodstream. Now, what does this cortisol do? This cortisol is known to have a immunosuppressant role. Immunosuppressant role means it suppresses our immunity. So, the person who has a high percentage of cortisol in his bloodstream will have a low immune function, low immunity. That is why the people who are under constant stress, they experience very low immunity, they fall ill very frequently. Next is pain. So, like I right now talked about stress, so pain is also a kind of physical stress. So, the stress that we were talking about earlier was mental stress, but this stress, pain, is a sort of physical stress. So when somebody is dealing with chronic pains, when somebody is in pain for a very long time, they also tend to have high amounts of cortisol in their blood, and thus have low immunity. So whoever is dealing with a lot of chronic pain, please try to resolve it at the earliest, so that it doesn't take a toll on your immunity. Next is your diet. Whatever you are eating also has a great effect on your immunity. So, a lot of junk food has made into our diets these days, and whether we like it or not, we are consuming more junk food than we would like to admit. And junk food is nothing but any food which is very high on fat, very high on salt, very high on sugar. So what these foods do is, the T cells that we were talking about, the hero of our immunity that we were talking about, these cells, they become sluggish when we consume such food. They become slow, they become ineffective, and they are not able to perform their function in the way they are supposed to. So consuming too much consumption of junk food has also resulted in low immunity in many people. Now we talked about what are we eating which is leading to a loss of immunity, or making our immunity weak, but what are we not eating that is also leading to weak immunity? We are not eating enough antioxidants. Now, those of you who have watched my previous videos, there is a video on vitamin C in which I have talked about antioxidants in detail, and I have explained how antioxidants help our body in different ways. So, in this video, in short, I would like to tell you that antioxidants have a protective role in our body. So when we are not consuming enough antioxidants, they also end up leading to a weak immunity. So you have to make sure that your diet contains enough antioxidants, and in the later part of this video I will explain which type of antioxidants you can take and how. Now moving on to the next point, it is lack of physical activity. Now, physical activity reduces our stress. It is said to release happy hormones in our bloodstream, which reduce the cortisol level. So, cortisol level is suppressing our immunity. So, if we indulge into some or the other physical activity, even if it is for 15 to 20 minutes, it will enhance our immunity. It will help in boosting our immunity. Another important, another worrying thing that is happening these days is that a lot of people are indulging into low carb diet. People are taking high protein, high fat diets, and they are, they keep on reducing their carb intake. Now, carb being our basic source of energy, it being the prime source of energy, what happens is then when a person is on a prolonged low carb diet, his or her fighter cells or the immunity is not getting a consistent or a sufficient amount of energy to fight with the infection. So over a period of time, his or her immunity becomes weak. So I am not asking you to take a high carb diet. All I am asking is take a sufficient carb diet. It should not be so low on carbs that it starts taking a toll on your immunity. So these are few of the factors that we are dealing with on a day-to-day basis, and these are the things that are hampering our immunity, that are reducing our immunity. And if we really wish to have a good immune system, along with taking things that enhance our immunity, we need to keep these points in mind. We need to manage these problems so that our immunity is not weakened simultaneously. So, like I talked about antioxidants intake strengthening our immunity. So, what are these antioxidants? Which are the major sources of antioxidants that we can take and that are easily available for us? So, first and foremost is haldi or turmeric. So, turmeric has this very strong antioxidant agent, which is curcumin. And this curcumin has a huge impact on our immunity, and it has shown in various studies that people who consume turmeric on a day-to-day basis have comparatively better immunity as compared to the people who don't. Now next is dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is also very rich in antioxidants first, and secondly, dark chocolates also reduce your cortisol levels. They also release this happy hormone serotonin levels. It increases your serotonin levels. So what happens is when your cortisol is down plus your antioxidants intake is there, it boosts your immunity. So dark chocolate is another good source of boosting your immunity. Next up is vitamin C. I've done a complete video on vitamin C explaining all its benefits, all its sources. But in this video, I would just tell you in brief that vitamin C is a very powerful antioxidant and it can really boost our immunity. And a few examples of the sources include your lemon, amla, all the citrus fruits like oranges, mosmi. Then there is guava, pear, kiwi, mango, capsicum, coriander, and many more. There are so many sources of vitamin C, and these are the prominent ones. Now moving on, the next strong antioxidant that we can take in our diet is vitamin E. Now vitamin E is mostly present in almonds and walnuts that we can include in our diet. Vitamin E also has a very good antioxidant role, and it can help us boost our immunity. Next is vitamin A. Vitamin A can be found easily in any orange, red or yellow fruit. For example, it is present in spinach, it is present in carrot, it is present in yellow, red capsicum. There are numerous fruits and vegetables which are a source of vitamin A. Vitamin A also is a very strong antioxidant, and it can really help in with our immunity. Another example of vitamin A antioxidant property is beta carotene, which is specifically found in carrot. So when we consume carrots, we are getting this beta carotene, which is a very strong antioxidant, and numerous studies have shown its effect against various infections, cancer, and many inflammatory disorders. Next up is lycopene. Lycopene is present in tomatoes, and it is also a very good antioxidant. So these are the few examples that I can give you of the foods that will boost your immunity. And the regular ones like tulsi, you might have heard of, dalchini, or cinnamon, you might already have like heard about. So I will not elaborate much on them. So I hope my video has helped you in getting a perspective about immunity on both the aspects of how to stop it from getting weak and also how to enhance it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your near and dear ones, and see you in the next video. Thank you.